December 2019, several healthcare facilities in Wuhan and Hebei province in China reported clusters of patients with pneumonia of an unknown cause. Similarly to patients with Sars and MERS, these patients showed symptoms of viral pneumonia including fever, cough, and chest discomfort, and in severe cases, dyspnea and bilateral lung infiltration. Among the first 27 documented hospitalized patients, most cases were epidemiologically linked to Hunan Seafood Wholesale Market, a wet market located in downtown Wuhan, which sells not only seafood, but also live animals including poultry and wildlife. The outbreak of COVID-19 in China reached an epidemic peak in February. To control COVID-19, China implemented unprecedentedly strict public health measures. Owing to the measures, the daily number of new cases in China started to decrease steadily. The high transmission efficacy of SARS-CoV-2 and the abundance of international travel enabled rapid worldwide spread of COVID-19. And according to the COVID-19 dashboard of the Center for System Science and Engineering at Johns Hopkins University, as of the 11th of August in 2020, 216 countries and regions from all 6 continents had reported more than 20 million cases of COVID-19 and more than 733,000 patients had died. Although genetic evidence suggests that SARS-CoV-2 is a natural virus that likely originated in animals, there is no conclusion yet about when and where the virus first entered humans. A new National Institute of Health analysis of more than 24,000 stored blood samples reveals the SARS-CoV-2 antibodies in 9 participants in 5 states as early as January the 7th in 2020, indicating that COVID-19 was in the country weeks before the CDC announced the first U.S. case on January 21st. Because the IgG antibodies aren't detected until about 2 weeks after infection, the findings date the exposure of the late December, although whether the participants were infected in the United States or abroad is unknown. Antibody testing of blood samples helps us better understand the spread of SARS-CoV-2 in the U.S. Now, the study, part of the NIH's All of Us research program, was published today in the Clinical Infectious Disease article. The findings are similar to those of the November 3, 2020 CDC study in the same journal that identified coronavirus antibodies in blood samples of 7,389 American Red Cross blood donors in those 9 states as early as December 2019. In the NIH study, the researchers evaluated those samples collected from adults 18 and older in all 50 states from January 2nd to March 18, 2020. Using one of 2 enzyme-linked immunosubordinate assays of the blood samples, they repeated the test using the other assay in the case of the positive results. The 9 participants from outside of the COVID hotspots of Seattle, New York, which are thought to be the primary sites of coronavirus entry into the United States, tested positive for antibodies. They resided in Illinois, Massachusetts, Mississippi, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. While studying constantly, a solution to this pandemic began to emerge. mRNA technology was on the rise, but with much anticipated speculation. Noisemakers began antagonizing the scientific community and its ability to do its job. A fight pursued on social media and that had become the battleground for this misinformation campaign. With no viable solution to ending this pandemic, vaccine hesitancy began to settle in. Herbal remedies would be adopted, but with consequences. With all the confusion going on, misinformation inspired me to write this book. And over the course of the past few years, almost everything I've learned will help you understand what SARS-CoV-2 taught me.